What's up everybody, this is Mike, and in today's video we'll take a look at the APAS system, which is found in the new DJI Mavic Air. If you're not familiar, APAS stands for Advanced Pilot Assistance System. It's a bit hard to pronounce, but anyway, this system basically allows you to avoid obstacles automatically. So if the drone detects an obstacle in its way, it will automatically go around it or over it. So in today's video I want to put this system to a test and see how well it performs. Let's go. Okay, so I've prepared a couple of obstacles already. In this case we are at a large house which has some low fences and they're see-through, so it's interesting for me to see if the drone will actually see them as an obstacle or not. One of the fences is green and it's seen through, and the other one is gray. So the gray one is actually even harder to see in normal daylight sometimes for the human eye, so it will be interesting for me to see how the drone will perform. And then I'll try with some other obstacles just to make sure everything works correctly. So first of all, I will turn on APAS mode and then I'll start flying. So the first obstacle was this green seen-through fence, which was not a problem for the Mavic Air. It went straight over the fence and continued flying forward. The next fence was this almost transparent fence, which was also not a problem for the Mavic Air. The second fence was also not a problem, but here is where it gets interesting. This little tiny branch was not detected by the Mavic Air. Fortunately though, it managed to recover and continue to hover without crashing to the ground. So I was happy with that, but that was my first ever crash with the Mavic Air. It just chopped the branches a bit and managed to recover automatically and continued hovering. The next obstacle was the roof of the house, which was detected very well in my first test, but I had a hunch that I have to try it again, and try it again by flying a bit lower, and here it doesn't get detected. The roof was too high in the frame, so the drone couldn't really detect it as an obstacle that could be flown over. So after testing this a couple of times, I came up with the conclusion that the drone has to have enough space in the frame to distinguish an obstacle and some free space around that obstacle. So in this case, the roof was taking far too much space on the screen and the drone was not able to recognize the free space on top of the roof, so it immediately stopped when reaching that roof. In my next test, the drone was able to detect the cars on its path and flown over them. And here in this situation, it tried to go on the side of the car, but then it detected the fence as well as the side mirror, so it stopped automatically. In my next situation, which was this fence again, the drone was able to fly over it once again. And lastly, we have this tree here, which is right next to the fence, and the drone is trying to go around the tree, but then it sees the fence and stops again and just hovers. So basically, if you have multiple obstacles on your way, the drone will get a bit confused, and if they're very close to each other, it won't be able to fly around them and then over them automatically. So keep that in mind and be cautious when flying in APAS, because the drone will detect the obstacles but will not fly around or over them if there are far too many. So that's something interesting that I noticed when flying in APAS. And overall I'm happy with this mode. I'm not sure if I'll be using it all the time, as the drone of course gets much slower and it's not as agile as normally when flying in normal mode or other intelligent flight modes, but it's nice to see that actually the mode is working well. It's detecting the obstacles, it's trying hard to go over them or around them. It tries to find a way, and if the camera is placed correctly, it will calculate the right path and it will follow that path. So that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little test of the APAS mode. Personally, I'm happy with the results like I mentioned, and hopefully you are as well. So let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about APAS, and I'll be sure to respond as soon as possible. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, and I'll catch you in my next one. Ciao.